All right, we are live once again. Today's going to be a bit of a short stream. Most streams have been a bit short. It'll be shorter because it's a Sunday and I got some stuff I have to take care of. But we'll try to get done as much as I can. Well, within reason. I'm not going to rush through the game. How's it going, gamer boy? Been a while. All right. Gotta decide what I'm gonna do here. All right, seems simple enough. Let's give that a shot. Find out how simple or the exact opposite of that it happens to be. Sure enough. Oh, those things. Level 35, huh? Break its back. All right. Well,
Build off. Focus your mind and put up an aura. Gravity
Superior
slap.
decoy round.
Here comes my signature.
Hyper no.
First down.
just a
See how I stack up the hits. Move it for the
Roger
kill.
that. Watch me dish out some
nice.
honey.
Nice and easy. No problem at all. Where's the other one? Or am I gonna have to reload and force another one to spawn? Like I sometimes have to do in these types of missions. Why is there a level 60 monster mixed in here? The hell? There's a lot of them. There's one up there, but there's also level 60 monsters roaming around the damn place. Looks like that's the only one. Oh, there it is. All right. You get down here. You get down right here right now.
Close the distance. Build off.
I've got just a move.
Sidewinder. See how I stack up the hits. Move in for the kill.
Are you gonna just sit up
Roger
there?
that. Watch me dish out some honey.
That's a weird thing to do,
Opportunity
monster.
knocked.
Superior
I'll take
decoy
it
round.
Here comes my signature.
Now let's go find an opponent that's worth our time.
Not enough to make me break a sweat.
All right. Acquire weapons data. Alright. Not a fan of acquiring weapons data. Do it eventually. But I'm always pretty lazy about it. I've been bamboozled with a dead end. Up above, maybe? right over top. But I'm not in the correct area, supposedly. Down below or up above? Guess let's check down below first. Alright, so that's where I was, right? Alright, so I think it's up above. Which is annoying. Because it's not easy to get up there. Let's try here. Maybe.
It's damn weather.
Warning.
Somebody fix this.
What are you warning me against? Alright, there we go. That's where I gotta be. Why am I falling down? Oh my god, this game, dude. It ate my jumps and it just pushed me off. Fucking stupid bullshit. These things?
Great company. Hyper Nova, it's on now.
Superior decoy round. Sidewinder.
Gravity slap.
Atomic hit. Spiral hold.
Yes.
Signature.
Now tackle it up close.
My force
What
able
was
to
that?
you
It just
assist.
tried to do to me.
Raw whip.
How about if you die?
Breaker.
And of course, it didn't give me what I need, because why would it ever give me what I need?
Hyper Nova, it's on now. Close the distance. Gravity slap.
Superior decoy round. Sidewinder.
Boost attack. Opportunity knock.
I'll send it
Topper.
first.
Gun
Arcing horn.
Let's see, what else we got I can
I've
target?
got just the move.
Balance
Arm,
breaker.
maybe?
Got it. Let's pack some more punch.
Spiral hold. Got it. Lay down
Atomic
cover
hit.
fire.
Assault hammer.
First
Rising
down.
blade. Ultra slash. Assault breaker.
Yeah, it
There's no
doesn't want to
substitute for real combat.
give up that arm very easily.
That was passable.
Alright, let's see. We got arm, tail, body, arm. Alright, we'll try to take out an arm.
Attack from range.
This
Follow
part I
me.
like.
Damn it, well that screwed everything. Then screw everything up there.
Rising blade. Yes.
Decoy round.
Do a little
Tackle
bit
it
up.
up close.
Close quarters.
Furious blast.
For me. Furious
hold.
blast. Atomic balance breaker. Arcing horn.
Rising blade. Yes. Now tackle it
Close
up
quarters.
close.
Works for me.
Son
Too much
Against
damage.
the wall here. Give me a
My
punch.
ultra slash.
Too much damage for a single attack.
Never take
All right.
beatings like
Feel
this.
the energy. All right. I'm
First
ready to
grenade.
unload on you.
Give me an aura before it all goes dark.
Nothing can scare us now.
The hell?
Arcing horn. Magnum edge. Assault breaker. Rising blade. All right. I'm ready to unload on him. Balance breaker. With a real bone
Breaking
crusher.
point here.
Opportunity
There you go.
not.
Broke
I'll
one
take
of the
cover
rounds.
with gunfire. I'll take them with my scalp. Arcing horn.
Now let's go.
Hyper Nova. Eagle eye. Gravity slap. One more shot. Boost attack. Roll whip. There's no substitute for real
Crescent
combat.
hook.
Not enough to make me break
Good
a
chance
sweat.
it came from the arm. I keep breaking the arms, unfortunately. Make the fight a lot more tedious because I can't target the arms and the neck. Hey, DLC gamer. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan of that kind of thing. That's very much an MMORPG style thing, and I don't like it. This game feels a lot more like an MMORPG than any of the other Xenoblade games. It's with the way the quests are organized.
You'll remember the day you fought me.
Nice. Let's do this fast.
Engaging at range. That's my target.
I'm punching a hole in you.
Here, balance breaker. Got him. Lay down some cover fire. Watch him up
Arcing
real
horn.
marksman
Need
does it.
assistance.
Arcing horn. Sorry, I gotta hit
Burst
this.
down. Shoot now while they're repair.
Rising blade.
Way too much damage.
I've hit them again. We'll settle it here.
Now this part I like.
I've done all I could.
Spiral horn.
Superior decoy
Balance
run. Let's buff
breaker.
up and regroup.
Assault
bird.
breaker. Rising blade.
Wild
Arcing
smash.
horn.
Again.
Ultra
We'll settle it
slash.
here.
I'm punching a hole in you.
Fury of slap. Shoot now while they're repair.
That's bullshit, bro. How the fuck does a creature do that much damage?
I'll take them with my scalp.
Like that's just bad game balancing. You just one-shotted the whole fucking party except for me with a sliver of fucking health.
Boost attack.
Where all of his other damaged attacks do like a fucking 100th of that amount of damage. Like that's just bad balancing, period. There's no other way to look at that.
Gravity slash. No resting. Step in and face the next one. Roll whip. Boost attack. Hyper Nova.
I don't think they'll let us walk away.
Attack from range. Follow me.
I've got
Watch
just
him up.
balance
Real marksman.
break.
I'm on it. Got him.
I'm almost dead again already.
Bad.
Sidewinder.
You really didn't let me
Decoy
fucking get
round.
my shit back.
Huh?
Wild smash.
Here comes my signature.
So stupid. I gotta be outside of the mech to get my regen. Like, who decided that was a good idea? Because you were incorrect in that assumption.
Here I come, sunshine.
Like, that was the wrong decision.
Fast.
Overwhelm!
I'm willing to give that a try.
Rising blade.
Effect charge!
First down!
Sliding slinger!
Shoot
Furious
down while they're
blast.
repaired. Furious blast!
Balance breaker.
Wild smash!
Let it breathe. Focus your mind and put up an aura.
Arcing horn!
Overwhelm!
Assault hammer.
Arcing horn!
Where'd my mech
Rising
go?
up against the wall here. Give me a bump.
Spiral I'll take them with my skin.
Sliding
Go.
slinger!
Hey, never take. I need some heals like here. This. First grenade.
Let's give him the hands-on.
Now that he's party wiped the whole team in one hit.
I'm getting fired up.
Just me. They picked the wrong guy to kill last. Furious blast.
Nope, still can't break the arm. It's just not possible.
I'll take them with my skin.
The game's cheating too much. Alright, rather than kill him and waste my time because I can't get anything, I can't get what I need off of him by killing him. Reset the fight. This is like comically bad game balancing. Like having a monster, like, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
You'll remember the day you
Powering
fought
up would be the smart approach
Roger,
here.
you can leave me to
I'm
it.
willing to give that a try.
I'm definitely covered now.
Sidewinder!
Effect charge!
Furious blast!
Arcing horn!
Spiral horn. Atomic hit. Balance
Sliding
breaker.
hit them again. We'll settle it here.
I'm punching a hole in
Overwhelm.
you.
Need assistance!
Arcing horn!
Rising
Wild
blade.
smash!
I can still pull through.
All right. I'm ready to
Arcing
unload
horn.
on him. Ultra slash.
Sliding slinger!
Yes.
Never take
Now tackle it up close.
Done.
Right. Assault hammer.
My
Rising
forte, but
blade.
if you insist.
There we go. That time I broke one of the blades
Never
before he
take
party
time
wipes the
like
entire
that.
team with one fucking attack.
Balance
What the
breaker.
fuck?
Furious blast!
Hyper
Shoot down while
Nova.
they're repaired.
Gravity slash.
First down!
Boost attack. Gravity slash.
Arcing gusher! Now topple!
Looks like some tips. Spiral horn. Now let's go find an opponent that's worth our time.
Let's go.
Yeah, dumb shit's over with. Alright, let's see. What else do we have? Not possible to be done. Monster has about 30,000 times more health than it should have for its level. Don't know. That has a monster that's level 1 billion right next to it. That you can't fight the smaller one without aggro on the bigger one. So yeah, and that's it. It looks like the ones outside of the place. Let's do something inside here then. We got emotional commotion. We got the return of Professor B. He's going to be back from the future. Training day. Even though it's not borne me fruit even once, I feel like I should. Maybe Professor B gives me some tech. I have a feeling there is no one else who gives me tech, actually. Let me go over here and take a look at that. Get a minor confirmation. The fact that there's no more empty slots makes me feel like I have all the arms manufacturers. So, because there used to be empty slots. Find out if that's the truth. Could just be that they start to scroll for some reason. I doubt it though. Xenoblade X arms manufacturers. All right. Because if there are more arms manufacturers, then that'll like influence who I do stuff for, because I'll do stuff for people who I feel are more likely. Arms manufacturer. Maybe there is more. There's something called 6 stars factory 1.21. I think those are the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first 4 match up, but then there's something called 6 stars, and then the 2 that I have on my screen, and then this factory thing. All right. There's a good chance I missed the 6-star guy, so let's take a look. The little rich girl. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Dead men tell no tales. Spy games. Interesting. So there's different names. There's practice partner and training day. For some reason, the same quest has different names. Yeah. Blitzkrieg, huh? I guess it's not a quest that I missed. Good. However, I think I might have been right. The first thing I saw, Lynn's missing. I've never seen Tatsu in the kitchen without Lynn. guess she just didn't load in. Maybe it's the specific time of day for a heart-to-heart, so she just disappears. Until that time of day changes. I mean, I guess we could test that right now. Yep. Her heart-to-heart. Interesting. Guess it's their way of making sure the NPC isn't loaded in the world twice, even if it is a different instance. Okay, so my theory that if I did have more arms manufacturers, my theory was that it was either these guys, these new aliens. I've done a few quests for them, but haven't gotten anything yet. I was like, maybe if I keep going, I'll get something from them. And then the other one was, as I mentioned already, Professor B possibly giving me some technology from when he comes back from the future, you know? And the first thing I saw, the factory thing, was the name Professor B. I was just going to look at the quest requirement and then click on I was going to look at the thing because I didn't want to look around the way I did the previous time. So what I was going to do is I was going to look at the name of the quest, click on the name of the quest that's required, and then see what the restrictions for it were. If the restrictions were lower level than what I currently am, then I was going to try to figure out what quest and like where it was and all that stuff, right? What was it? The previous quest, I've looked at that now too, and it said chapter 10 in level 42 or something like that. So that is something I definitely don't have to worry about for now. But when I get to chapter 10, I need to pay more attention to the quests that I accept and try to like pick up quests that I feel like might end up giving me another whatchamacallem, arms manufacturer. Not that it's super important. I don't ever really buy weapons and armor. However, this bugs me, the fact that they have a cap on how much I can have, and that cap is much less than it takes to max out an arms manufacturer. So the sooner I unlock the arms manufacturer, the sooner I'm not wasting that Miriam. Because every minute that passes, well, not every minute, but every few minutes, I guess, that passes that I haven't used that Miriam, I'm throwing Miriam in the garbage. This is an odd way to program the game, but it is what it is. So, arms manufacturers take priority for me. And now that I know it's the B, because I just couldn't help it. I didn't plan on like looking up everything about the damn thing, but it was like I had Professor B on my mind, so when I saw the name Professor B, I instantly was like, oh, all right, yep, I know what's going on here. Hopefully this is the quest, but there might be a few quests that I have to do. I don't know. There might be a quest chain. Level 30 though, so let's save and get to it. there anything else I want to do?
Hey, check this.
She's glitched out.
That's right.
There we go, I've unglitched her. Alright, here we go. Let's see if he comes back with the DeLorean. Oh, there you are. I've been looking for you pretty much forever. You know. Anyways. Professor B sent us a message from the future. How? It sounds like he needs help, but I don't think there's a whole lot I can do. This is one of those inventions. It lets you directly communicate with the specific target's brain. Are you with me so far? I was most surprised when it suddenly materialized on top of the desk one day, you know. Anyway, maybe it's faster if I just show you. I'll play it back again. This sucker on? Alright, the message is encoded, so only Vivin and Zarek can view it. So don't either of you knuckleheads go telling anyone else what you hear. Alright, chat, don't tell anybody. Hey, Soren. We gotta keep this between us. Professor B's asked us politely, after all, by calling us knuckleheads. I still got people after me. I'll get to the point. I'm on Great Washington Island of Oblivia, over in Oblivia. I need some help here with, well, you'll see when you get here. And hurry it up. I need to get back to the city and get to the bottom of this anomaly affecting Mira. It seems the space Mira occupies is something even more troubling than we'd thought. It whoop. Oh. Here comes my prey. Anyways, that's the story. I'll see you here soon. Don't be late. Hear all that? No, I didn't say that you heard everything. I didn't say you didn't catch any of it. I heard it all. Oh, good. So like I said, the spot the professor mentioned isn't really anywhere. I mean, somewhere I can get to, you know. Do I know? Do I? What am I forgetting? Man, I don't remember. So I was hoping you could help him out instead. I'm sure you got a ton of questions for him, right? Like what he's doing back in our time, for starters. Yo, reward, Factory 121. So this is the quest, just outright. This is the one. Professor B's return. I think that's what it said, right? Yeah, right there, quest. Normal mission, Professor B's return. Available on chapter 7. Prerequisites, I have to have finished a quest called Mystery Man, which I guess is the other Professor B quest. Alright. I feel like I already read that it was chapter B's return. I don't remember though. My brain no function to date. Chapter B's return. I mean Professor B's return. That reminds me, let me bring up a missable list. Just in case I need it today. I doubt it though. But I didn't do it before the start of the stream. I like to bring up my missable list before the start of every stream just in case.
Just in case I want to do some control Fs. All right, we're good. I have to go to Oblivia, Great Washington Isle. I have no clue where that is, but we're going. The reward is nothing. Oh. Rendezvous at the lab? See, I don't know why it gives me two different names for quests. It's kind of annoying. Thank you. Oh, good luck on that. While you're gone, I'll dust off his lab so we're ready to get cracking once he comes back, all right?
Cool, you know?
I think we'll see him again soon. It's almost a little anticlimactic, don't you think? But that's the professor for you. I guess one surprise after the next. How is he called B? We all know his name is Brown. That's pretty far away. Is that in the ocean? Not as much as I thought. I thought maybe it was this island here. Excuse me. Pretty sure I fought this guy before, but if not, doesn't matter. He's going down.
Hyper Nova, it's on.
The music's barely gonna start.
Ready?
Gravity strike.
Hit them again. We'll settle it here.
To the face.
Superior, decoy round.
Signature.
No music for you. Nice jump there, game. Excuse me. Throat. All right, hopefully that'll help. Surprised I don't get more auto cells for these items I'm picking up. Been riding around this place for a long time picking up items. T2. And I was just about to say, isn't there normally a large cluster of items here? They actually didn't want to load in. Come on, man. When I say we, you can't eat my jump. You eat my jumps all the damn time, but not when I say we, you son of a bitch. Like, genuinely more than half my jumps in this thing get eaten. Like, for instance, the past 4 times I've pressed jump, it did not jump. And I just chose not to spam the button like I normally have to do in this damn thing to get it to jump eventually. Five times now. 6 times now. There we go. 7th time's the charm. 7 inputs before it actually let me do it, and back to not working again. 1 out of 8 inputs worked on my jump. Like I said,
They're not really
the majority of my inputs are eaten when I press the jump button and I'm dashing. The majority of them. It's very annoying. What you doing here, Professor Brown? Or should I call you Doc Brown? Well, hey, it's you, kid. Finally got here. Now I can finally say goodbye to roughing it like some kind of Neanderthal. I've been living a novel existence since the day I took off to Mare Mobile. Let me tell you. Express admiration for me surviving in the wild so long. Been no picnic, let me tell you. I've got thrown here by the time travel attempt failed. Was he here before I took the quest? I don't think so. We can test that. I've been here a few times. I've been living off primordial creature meat ever since Black. My Marimobile was intact. At least, so I haven't had to worry about being rained on. Still, it's been quite a rustic experience. I'm sure you have more questions where that one came from, kid, but would you mind dealing with these damn idiots that are surrounding us first? What, you didn't notice them? It seems pretty clear they followed you here. Annoying human? Gad? Who the hell's Gad? Yeah, we'll check it right after I finish this, Cabrero. How's it going, Daily Shaver? Shepherd's Pie? Sounds good, man. The human who attacked you, he seemed awfully eager to pay me a visit. I'll be reclining in my Marimobile in the meantime. Let me know when you've mopped them up, would you? Thanks, kid. Give a confident nod. Professional as ever. I'm sure you've got it well in hand. Let me know when you're ready to go, kid. Huh? Eat Gad. Where is he? Guess he shows up after I talk to him. All set. Now for the likes of Gad. Will give you any trouble, am I right? I'm fine. Happy hunting. Hey, Gad. How long you planning to play hide and seek precisely? You won't get your grubby mitts on my tech up by hiding, you know. Egad, where did he come from? You up and disappeared on me. And now I find you've been capping out this whole time. Vacation's over, Professor. Well, vacation's over, Professor. Now all that's left is figuring out what happens next. I tell you what, why don't we let your little guard dog there decide how this goes down? Will it be A, you hand the professor over quietly, nobody gets hurt, and we live happily ever after? Or B, you resist like an idiot, I kill you anyway, then I scrap you out the good professor's brains. What? Scrape out the good professor's brains and take what's inside. Choice is all yours, pal. I got no complaints so long as I get what I'm after. Surrender. Tell Gad that you give up so long as you promise not to hurt. No. Tell Gad that you gotta go. Tell Gad that you're going to finish this once and for all. Why don't I just say that why can't I say I choose option 3? And he's like, what? There is no option 3. There's just A and B. Like, no, there's option 3. If I had a credit every time I heard that one. Tragic how none of them realized till it's too late. You can see it in their eyes as they're laying there bleeding out. I should have gone with choice A. Ooh, whatever can I do? Ooh.
They're not really planning to fight me.
Let's do this in one.
Hyperion decoy round.
Assault breaker. Rising blade.
Assault hammer.
Got it. Now blast is a bit.
This part. Furious blast.
Furious blast.
Arcing core. Here comes some more idiots.
Rising blade. Fire hole. No rest. Step in and face the next
Take
one.
beatings like close quarters.
Assault got company. Ultra slash. Assault hammer.
And that's just the
I'll
beginning
take
of
work
it.
my skin. Damn. I can't.
Now the party gets started.
Arcing core. Gravity slash.
Sidewinder.
Damn. Yes. I can't. Now tackle it up close.
Not my forte, but if you insist. Here comes some more idiots.
Boost spiral hole.
Actually,
Give them the hands-on approach.
Got him.
let's res her.
Cover fire.
They think
Wait, I
they're
can't
wrong.
res her?
Gotta kill last.
How did I not have enough energy to res her? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Let's take out this mech.
Roll whip. Gravity slash. No resting. Step
Oh
in and
no,
face
your
the
mech
next
got
one.
messed up, bro.
Hyper Nova. Boost attack. We got company. Roll whip. No resting. Step in and face the
Where
next
are
one.
these dudes are they gonna
We got
keep
company.
spawning? I guess they just spawn them for a minute. They got infinite trader blades apparently.
We got company.
Oh, come on.
Hyper Nova. No resting. Step in and face the next one. We got company.
Oh, come on.
Now, follow with a real bone crusher. Down! We got company. I can't. Boost attack. We got company. No resting. Step in and face the next one. We got company. I'm not done with you yet. Gravity slash. Yes. I can't. Now tackle it up close. Build on. We got company. Hyper Nova. Boost attack.
Aw, just as you gave me the thing. I can only imagine the scientists that would use that lot to hire goons. I can't imagine where the hell they got that many goons from. Yeah, but I should have had way more than 3k TP. That's the confusing part. Even if they did get their hands on my knowledge, it don't take them centuries to make it would take them centuries to make any use of it. They can't see an inch past their own blasted noses. Science is all about keeping your eyes 100 paces down the road as you work. The moment they start spending time stealing others' work instead of doing their own, it's a lost cause. Argue. Nah, agree. Although there are those in this era working to author their own new chapter in history. Vivian's one of them. Despite all his inexperience, the future I come from was built in part by such folks. So I've got to do what I can as well. And to do that, I need to get back to NLA. But could you possibly gather some blast shards from around here in Oblivia? I need some fuel. Sure. Found them. Get your hands in the fuel. Once the tank's full, I can have Mirror Mobile back. That should be more than enough to get this sucker back. See you back at the lab, kid. Oh, and I've got another project I need help with, alright? Inquire. Curious as ever, I see. You actually remind me of me. Have I ever mentioned that, kid? Well, I'm going to get to the bottom of this mystery surrounding this planet. This isn't just about getting back in time anymore. Test. The gods of science have thrown down the gauntlet and now meet their challenge no matter what. Alright, Professor. See you back at the future. No fire though? Always be flaming fire tracks, man. Even if you did it from a standstill. Alright, so let's save the game. Then let's load the game. Oh, Albiro, I got hit with a bug yesterday that made it so that nothing in the entire world spawned anymore. This is the save point, right?
Enemy looks
Before
strong.
I,
How do we proceed?
That right there is a save point right before I was looking down at that base and being like, huh, that's weird. Why is this base abandoned? And then I looted the whole base and I just went around the place looting a bunch of things and I was like, something's not right here. There should be monsters for sure. And then And then I reloaded the game, and sure enough, all of a sudden there were monsters in all the place. So I reloaded like back to before I looted tons of shit because I like was just doing everything for free. There was like nothing anywhere in the entire game. Very weird bug. I figured it'd be a really good bug for speedrunners to figure out if they haven't already. If it's easily done, at least. They could get some like key loot spots or something like that without having to worry, you know, like some key teleport spots unlocked or something without having to worry about fighting for them. Things like that. Yeah, he's not here. Just as I thought. Because I've been here before multiple times. His vehicle wasn't that big. There was a chance I could have missed it, but I was like, nah, I for sure didn't miss that damn thing. Now I have 100% confirmation. Yeah, they are ridiculously high level. And there's a lot of things inside that base. I looted them all, and then I was like, oh, that's crazy. The base doesn't have monsters. That's weird. And then I just started going around the map, and I was like, huh, this feels weird. And I was like, I'm pretty sure this nav point here used to have monsters guarding it, and that's why I didn't activate it. That's weird. And I was like, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be monsters. The thing that stopped me from being 100% sure was that there was this really cool weather effect I had never seen before, where the whole world turned pink. And I was like, is it Night of the Living Comet or something? Like, what's going on here? But once the weather effect faded and the monsters didn't come back, I was like, okay, this is a bug. And then that's what I reloaded. It would have been funny if there was like a Night of the Living Comet weather effect. Or Night of the Comet. I think it's not living, but Night of the Comet. So did something happen to Professor B? Ever since he returned, he's been kind of vacant. Maybe he ate something funny out of oblivion? Good heavens. Is that even possible? Hey kid, have you ever seen something that overturned everything you believed in up to that point? Nod and say that you have experienced such a thing. Say that everything always falls within the realm of expectation. Sure. Agreed. I envy you, kid. For it seems I've grown overconfident in myself. I thought I'd seen everything in my 1,000+ years of living. Myriad of time periods, countless planets. I watched an entire civilization rise and fall. Along the way, I guess I fell into trap of thinking I figured out everything in the universe. Or everything the universe has to offer. What a fool. And what did it get me? I fell into a rigid mindset and was blinded to the simplest of truths. So now I need you to bring me some ancient Nippon artifacts from all over Mira. Immediately. Do it. Do you mind, kid? Specifically, there are 3 or so of these objects which will be key. Collect those and we can finally lay this mystery bare. Oh, this is a pretty big quest. Wait, do I already have them? Find a Nepalith. Find a shiny lamp and find a spirit one. Bro, I already found them all. Done, son. It's finally finished. It took a small fortune and a complete retool of the Mirrormobile, but the new should finally give us some answers. A machine to measure the sum of everything about this world. As a less scientific mind might call it, God. Really, bro? You can't just make a gun like that. I haven't slept and it worked to kill me, but I think all of it's worth it, don't you? More helpful than I hoped. A certified genius. Yes, you were a lot more useful than I expected, Vivian. Well, what about you, kid? Find those Nippon relics? Done, done, done. Great, installed and ready to go. I'll fire this sucker up now. No errors so far. Your algorithm is working like a charm, Vivian. That's good. I looked over the thing so many times I could likely recite it by memory, you know? Yes. Blank, blankety blank blank. And there's the last of it. Eureka, finally. We got a secret of Mira, and it is... Is it the number 42? Wait, what's this? All sequences reversed. Canceling out entirely. No. What is the name of Sir Isaac H. Newton is going... What? Wait, why are you cursing Sir Isaac Newton? Hold on. Are you from Earth? The power output is overheating. Hold on. The phenomenon. It's precisely as if... It's going critical, Professor. At this rate, I think we're going to lose the Mirrormobile. Yo, what the fuck? Did your car, like, play the bonus round of Street Fighter or something? What the hell happened to it? Ken and Rio fucked that thing up. Shake your head, another experiment gone horrible. What happened? What happened? I can't tell from can't you tell from looking, kid? It failed. I don't understand. The blank was operating perfectly. It's like Mirror itself is denying my inquisitiveness. The test points to some vague possibilities, but without data to back them up, any conclusions I draw are simply meaningless speculation. Did you figure something out, Professor? When it began to overheat, you certainly did start acting so very strange. I am a professor, damn it, a scientist. Giving voice to meaningless speculation is the death of a logical mind. Look to the next test, Vivian. We'll find and improve and see the veil torn away from this planet. Hello. If you're friendly, discount, recycle, and secondhand good merchant Graham here. Sorry I interrupted something. I just dropped by to square us away on all those parts you brought from me. Whoop whoop, the path of innovation calls. New challenges beckon me ever urgently forward. Zarek, you can handle the rest. Motherfucker just ran away. The billsman came to collect and he just ran. Ask why the professor ran. Just how much does he owe? He took a small amount of parts off my hand. I just wanted to collect my payment with an extra special friendly What in the I can't even afford that. Friend of the shop discount. It comes to an even 100 million credits. Pretty juicy bit of business, if I do say so myself. I think I can't pay that. And the professor's broke from building the Mirrormobile, so I doubt that he has any kind of money either. Oh, you little joker. No, seriously, that's not funny. I had to call in some huge favors to wrangle up all those parts together. Ain't no fucking way those parts cost you 1/100th of that, motherfucking liar. Are you serious? Oh crap. Are you serious? If he cheats me out of this tab, my life is over. I don't even want to imagine. Bro, who puts 100 million on tab? You sound like a scam artist. Does it involve you being used as free labor by Nippon Caravan? Wait, are you joking? Aren't you? Fled through time. Oh man, Rich, you Manana, such little imps. Such a kidder. Please be joking. I'm sorry, but I don't think the professor will be coming back for a while, you know. But I'll do what I can to make it right. The experiment may have failed, but the professor's sense of curiosity remains as strong as ever. Now he's run off somewhere, leaving his debt. Do you really think he is from the future? I mean, do you wonder if maybe this is more than just a really elaborate con? Say that you think he's from the future. Say that the professor struck you. No, he's from the future. Right, I mean, you must be right. Otherwise, how could he come up with all these amazing inventions? The Mirrormobile has been a giant failure after all, but still. Worst case scenario, he's got that technology, right? I'm sure he'll find a way to make it the money before the debt crushes him, won't he? Right. Everything is going to be absolutely fine. In that case, I guess I should track down the professor. Thank you for your help. Looks like Professor B is starting up his own arms manufacturing called Factory 121. I sure hope he knows what he's doing. Anyways, you can head over to the AM terminal and check it out. Check out your mama. And they fucked this car up. Professor B gave the gadget of his a try, right? But what to make of this strange anomaly that envelops Mira? I pressed the professor for an explanation. He said he refuses to elaborate in the absence of evidence. He was quite adamant about that, you know. As best as I can tell, Mira is surrounded by some kind of space-time barrier, but the significance of the barrier eludes me. I suppose I'll have to study harder if I am to stay abreast of Professor B's epochal findings. In order to help pay off his loan from Graham, Professor B founded a company called Factory 1.21. Is it gigawatts? How many gigawatts is that? Did you know this? Anyways, someone somewhere along the line made me a sort of honorary employee. Though how he honored it felt to be beside the point. Anyways, I don't get paid unless our product sells, so please make a purchase or two. Professor B may have his quirks, but you know as well as I that his engineer skills are nothing to squeeze. In my time, most of the galaxies have already been charted. But this ingenious Nippon creature and the blank that envelops this planet, I've never heard of the world like this, and I've never heard of any galaxy like this. And those results from the blank, this world may hold deeper secrets than we ever conceived. It's all a giant simulation. It better not be the ending. You cannot imagine what a thrill it will be for me to solve this world's myriad mysteries.
This'll be
A
big
scientist of my caliber should not be wasting his time on such mundane tasks as running a business. But out of an abundance of pity for Graham, I have opened an arms manufacturing company to repay the debt that a sad little fella is always going on about. I have dubbed it Factory 1.21 Gigawatts. Splendid name, yes? The company sells armaments that may have created... What? Armaments that have been created using my knowledge of the future. You and your little blade friend would be wise to buy them in vast quantities and be eternally grateful that I am deigned to sell them at all. Damn. My dude's smug as hell.
This'll be big money.
So,
That's right.
there was
Hey, check this.
large amount of references in that quest. All the names, even the bad guy's name. Gads. So many references. I wonder if there'll be like references in the names of the equipment you can buy as well. I won't know until I've maxed out the factory. A privately owned, I mean, the factory's name is a reference to, I mean, everything. Unique aesthetic and singular craftsmanship of its custom-made products. It has quickly built up a cult following of supporters. Oh, cult following, you say? I'm sure, like the logo is a reference in some way more than just a number. Though I can't spot it. An individual dealer with unique tastes, he has a large following of quiet but extremely loyal customers. Provides rare and valuable gravity attributing products. Known for attention to detail in both form and function. Alright, well, you can have 5,000 Miriam. No pop-up? That's unfortunate. Alright, well then you can have 20,000 Miriam. Still no pop-up? Well, that's unfortunate. Augment creation. Upgrade battle traits.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What does that mean? Another mechanic I haven't ever engaged with. Engineer augments, develop new gear. I haven't engaged with any of those mechanics. Well, there we go. Isn't that nice? I'm not losing Miriam every time it ticks over now. You're reading books in Skyrim.
there's a lot of incredibly good books that are well worth reading. I think books are way better than movies. The best movie I've ever watched pales in comparison to the best books I've ever read. I've read quite a few books. So I definitely can make recommendations based on people's tastes. Because I've read so many books, I can't always remember the name of the book though. So I might have to like do some research, like Google some plot points that I remember from the book in order to find out the name. Blood lobster, huh? Surprised there's not one up here. Be a good place to put a blood lobster. I have never in my life seen a book to anything where the book has been outdone by the new material. I've never seen it. Never seen a book to movie, a book to game, a book to TV show, a book to anything. The book is always the superior way to experience it. Without exception. I've never seen it ever be the exception. Like I've seen zero exceptions. Normally there's an exception. I've never seen one. I've read a lot of books. I think the closest you can get to it would be Fight Club. Fight Club, the movie, is, in my opinion, the best book to film ever made, and it's probably because the director really liked the book. You could tell by the movie that he really liked the book, and the fact that the director consulted the writer of the book, Chuck Palahniuk, several times and invited him on set several times. The reason why I say it's the closest thing ever to compete is that, unlike pretty much every single movie or TV show or whatever the hell you call it from a book, the cuts and the additions made in the movie Fight Club were good cuts that were in most part necessary, that made it a tight film, and the additions were not self-insert shit that just retells the story in a way that the director or the new writer thinks is better. Instead, it's a natural. The additions of the Fight Club film that were not in the book were like they felt like a natural thing that would happen if Fight Club was originally written to be a movie rather than a book. And I haven't really ever seen that kind of thing in any other medium, just about. I mean, any other anything, period. Normally, the cuts are fuck ups, and they don't pay enough attention to the things that they cut, and the additions they made were pointless, that were worse than the things that they cut out. Like, that's pretty much universal almost 100% of the time. If a director cuts something out of the book in order to make the movie smaller, and then they add their own shit, the shit that they added is worse than the things they cut, and they should have just left more shit in that they didn't need to cut. An example of really bad cutting and adding is No Country for Old Men. That movie was fucking utter garbage compared to the book. It was a decent movie, but compared to the book, it was complete fucking trash. The cuts that were made were sloppy, and because there was shit added in that was just completely unnecessary and did not help the story at all, just was pointless additions. It's like, well, you could have left some of the shit that you cut in and would have made the story make more fucking sense. Like, like they would cut things out. Okay, like they would leave in parts of the story where there would be a setup. In No Country for Old Men, they would leave in setups and then remove the payoffs. I'm like, if you're gonna remove the payoff, why the fuck did you leave the setup in? Like, I don't. It's like, that is the worst fucking, like, why would you remove the payoffs but leave in the setups? That's some cock tease shit right there. Are you trying to blue balls the people who actually read the book? Like, that is just the biggest fucking sin to fuck with a Cormac McCarthy book. I'm sorry. Like, especially, oh my god, never. At least you can watch No Country for Old Men and get a gist of the story, and it doesn't do as good a job as the book, but it's okay. You still get an understanding of the story and whatnot. The Road, another Cormac McCarthy book, that movie should be deleted from history. The only purpose of that movie's existence is to spoil the book. That's all it does. All it does is, like, people will watch that and they'll be like, okay, and then they'll never read the book. Or they'll watch it and then they'll read the book and the book won't be as good because they fucking watched the movie. Like, if you could go through life and you never ever, you think that there's a 0% chance that you're going to read the book, I would still say don't watch the movie. Just in case. Like, why rob yourself of reading one of the best books written? In order to watch one of the worst movies made. It's not worth the chance. It's not worth the 1 in a billion chance that you might still read the book. Never, ever watch that fucking trash movie. Unfortunately, most of Cormac McCarthy's movies were not good. No Country for Old Men was one of the better book-to-film adaptations of his books, but it was still not that good. It was a fine film, but it was a bad adaptation. They could have did so much better. Whereas I would say All the Pretty Horses is the best of his stories adapted to film. And while Cormac McCarthy was alive, he was my favorite living writer, but unfortunately he's passed away. Like, to this day, like I said, I've mentioned it before in chat, and I've done it before for chat. Hold on, I gotta answer my phone. Because I can quote large portions of the book. Hold on. But yeah, I can quote large portions of the book. Though I can't do it quite as well as I used to, because it's been probably a decade since I read the book. But yeah, I might do it sometime. I might like pull up the book, the first page of the book or something like that, and show it on screen, and then try to quote it from heart and see how close I can get it. Of course, it would not like it's not like it's not some kind of like I don't know what you would call it, because obviously we're going off of the honor system, right? But for me, it would be more to prove to me, because you guys will be watching and you'll be like, oh yeah, you got about this much right, and I'll reread it and be like, and feel from memory I might give myself more accuracy than I thought. Because like I know I'm gonna miss points. Like there's just little random spots where I'm probably gonna miss it. Like when I say when he swung his head low over the water as if to take a descent of what he could not see. And so I say that, and I know that line is probably almost 100% accurate. I'm not 100% sure what comes next. Maybe he gave out a low moan. Oh yeah, he swung his head low over the water as if to take a scent of what he could not see. And then I think it is, and then he gave out a low moan. Turned, no, what would it be? And turned and lurched, and then I think it's and turned and lurched and loped. I think he writes it in that way. He sometimes like writes things in ways that makes the reader stumble to make them slow down. It's a very interesting like writing style. And lurch silently into the dark, or loped silently into the darkness. It could be the dark, or it could be darkness. I don't remember. See, there's lots of little things like that. And see, I can't remember the part. If I start from the beginning, I'll probably remember better. But like the part where, is it before or after that, when it's alabaster bones cast up in shadow upon the wall behind it? Its bowels, its beating heart, its brain that pulsed in a dull class bell. Yeah, and okay, I know. Its brain that pulsed in a dull glass bell, crouching there, pale, naked, and translucent. Its alabaster bones cast up in shadow upon the wall behind it. Yeah, then all that stuff that pulsed in a dull glass bell. No, I can't remember. Actually, I thought I remembered. Yeah, see, I'm gonna do that for sure. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start from the opening line, and I'm gonna try to quote as much as I can, and then I'm gonna just try to do the first page from memory, the first couple, which I think the first page is like two paragraphs, two large paragraphs. And I'm gonna try to quote all of that. And I think much like with the ABCs, I'll probably get the order correctly if I don't start in the center. If I start at the beginning, I'll probably get it correct. Because I remember I can quote most of the lines pretty accurately is my bet. But the order of those lines is what I feel like I'm gonna miss. But anyways, I have to get ready to go, guys. But yeah, we're definitely gonna do that at some point. And then after I do that, I'm probably gonna end the stream that day. Well, not right away that day, but that day after I end the stream, I'll probably then reread the book for maybe the 10th time or something like that. I've read The Road quite a few times, which is why I can quote it fairly accurately. At least I used to be able to. I used to be able to quote it like almost word for word. Not the whole book from beginning to end, but large sections of the book. You know, like the beginning of the book I could quote for word. And then there would be sections of the book that were more interesting to me, or like, you know, that type of stuff where I would, I could quote that kind of thing too. Like the scene with the boy. It's not like one of the most interesting scenes. It's just the dialogue. I don't know. It's just very memorable. The scene with the boy, the man, and the boy, the father, and the man, I guess is the better way, the best, easiest way to say it. They don't really have names. You a doctor? We could use a doctor. I ain't anything. All right, anyways, I really do have to go. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Hope to see you guys next time I stream, which will be tomorrow. Enjoy the book back in like 2008. A really good book, wasn't it? Oh my gosh, so good. I've never read the Twilight books. I've read a lot of books, but obviously I haven't read everything. I read a few Anne Rice books, and I just didn't like them that much. I didn't hate them, I just didn't like them that much. There was always something else to read. I don't read as much as I used to. Very little compared to what I used to read. But back in the day, I was reading a ridiculous amount of books, like an absurdly ridiculous. And the way I started reading, eventually I got to the point where I would read people's entire works, where it would be like, I would find a new author that I liked. So I would read a few books, and then I would find an author whose book I really liked, and I liked his writing style. And then what I would do from that point is I go back to the very first book they ever read, and then read everything they ever wrote. Just read it all. And I did that for quite a few authors. And The Road was the first book I ever read from Cormac McCarthy. And then I read everything he wrote. And it was really good. Unfortunately, like I said, he passed away. And there was a large break. Maybe it had something to do with his failing health or something. I don't really know. But there was a large break in between The Road and his final book being released. And died not too long after that. And by the time his final book released, I wasn't reading as much as I used to, even though I still do read occasionally, and I am going to read that book. But I have the ability to read that book, I have access to it, but I just have chose not to read it because it's his last book, and he was my favorite living author. So it's kind of sad that once I've read it, that's it. There's nothing else new from him. But yeah, if you liked Cormac McCarthy's stuff, you should if you like that book, you should read some of his other books. Specifically,
the series of books that start with all the pretty horses. When I read them originally, I did not realize until partly through the second book that it was the same person, because I wasn't reading them in order. Well, I read them in order technically, but I read a book or two in between those books. And so I did not realize it was the events were happening to the same person who was in the first book. But all the pretty horses, I think it's like it's called the Border Crossing series or something like that. I can't remember. But as far as I'm aware, it's his only series of books, where there are 3 books following the life of a young man to a not young man. And how he just seems to have the worst luck picking women. Fuck. His dad had that luck too, it seemed. Because if you finish the books and then you think about the beginning of the first book, like, I wonder what happened with his dad exactly. First book starts out with him leaving the farm, the ranch, and taking his father's horse, and his stepmother being a bitch and like selling everything. He just wanted to be a rancher. He wanted to do what his father did. And she took everything, and she's just gonna sell all that shit and try to make a bunch of money. So he took his father's horse, jumped over the border, Mexico, and wanted to make a life there. And shit goes down. Poor guy. Shit always goes down with him. Poor guy. That's the thing. That's the thing about Cormac McCarthy books, is that the main character doesn't always have the best life. His main characters struggle, for sure. His main characters have to struggle. Anyways, I really have to go. So you guys have a nice one. Bye, everybody.